Hello everybody, welcome back to another banging episode of Talking That Nonsense with your host, me, Michael. Looks like we're on our 69th installment of Talking That Nonsense. Never in my wildest dreams, people. Excuse my cat eating in the background if you can hear that. But today we're going to be talking about something much more intricate than that. You guys ever heard the phrase, mountains out of molehills, or something along that lines? Basically saying that you're making something bigger than it actually is. You're making a bigger deal out of it than it actually is. It's alright. Me, Michael, have been pretty honest on my channel. And most of the time when I do make a mistake, I own up to it. Heck, I end up owning up for mistakes I never even made. That's alright. That's alright. Many people might consider this video as me airing out my dirty laundry. And many people might want me to take this video down. And I will advise them that I am not going to do anything of the sort. Stood by too long, idly by, with nothing. Nothing at all. Just a smile and wave. Turn the left cheek type of guy. Because I don't care. And so if insulting me makes you feel better, go right ahead. If it makes your day somehow an inch better, then insult me all you want. Yeah, you won, but at what cost? At what cost? You lost in the end. Now, how many times you want to tell yourself you're a winner? You're not a winner. You're not. Forsaken me, lied to me. I helped you get here. That's cool. I'm just no longer going to be the guy worth walking all over. Because I have a plan. No longer will I stand idly by and let somebody else write my destiny. It's not logical. It's unethical. I will not idly by and watch that happen to me. Maybe I'm speaking from a spot of anger. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't care. I've been quiet. Sometimes you just gotta step forward and say the things you want to step forward and say. You know? Sure, it might be a bit bog standard. Could have been done in a more ethical manner that wouldn't cause everyone else to be up in arms. But I'm tired of it. I'm sick and tired of it, actually. This constant, blatant disregard for the feelings of many, amongst my own. Why? That's the question. The question is why. And sure, you may be watching this. Who knows? Who knows? If you are, you know who you are. If you're not, then you're just some rando that decided to stumble across my 35-minute rambles. If you decide to sit here through the entirety of it, I commend you. Commend you for wanting to sit here for 35 minutes straight and listen to me talk. Which can't be said for most. Short, sweet, and to the point is what I try to make most things. Sometimes it's just not good enough. You could sit there, have the most intricate of conversations, most riveting of conversations, the most riveting of ideas. Fancy this, fancy this, fancy this. You're sitting there with whoever. You sit there and you want to talk about your day because you're excited. You're like a dog that just got out of its cage for the first time today. You're like a kid on Christmas Day that's excited. You want to talk. You want to laugh. You want to giggle. You want to enjoy yourself. But you sit there and you want to just talk. Talk to a person that you think might listen. So what you do is you sit there and you try to talk about your intricate day, and nothing comes of it. You get a huh, or you get a nothing, no response. You get a uh-huh. You ever do that before? You sit there, have a conversation with your friends, and you said like literally the most. You ever just sit there and you say the most elegant strand of words known to man, and just to have your friends just go, huh? Or go, what? The thing that hurts the most is when you're really having a conversation and you come to the conclusion that they weren't listening to begin with. Or they ask you, oh, sorry, I wasn't listening, can you start again? Or even better, it's when you sit there and you have a conversation and they're not listening and they ask you to start over. And you don't know if you should start over or just drop it. Because why not? Why not? So I sit here before you to sit here and tell you some things. Talk about some of my, for lack of a better term, grievance seems like the right terminology. Sit here and talk about some of my grievances. Live on the air. You're in a friendship, for example. We all have that one friendship, right? The one friendship that you've had for a while. The one friend that you've known forever since you were children. And over time, you notice them start to change. You notice they start to switch up in front of certain people. Notice things just aren't hitting the same anymore. And it's even worse when you have more people that they're friends with, coming to you and all collectively coming together and going, things have changed. Things are changing. Things aren't what they used to be. And maybe there might be something going on behind the curtains. But that's no reason to disregard people you're supposed to hold dear. People collectively coming to you and talking to you and like, yeah. One person says one thing and that matches up with something that you've already experienced. And you're like, yeah, that's not a lie. That's true. Because why would it be? Why would it be true? You give your friend the benefit of a doubt. Because you care. You care for them. Some would say you would give an arm and a leg, a heart, a liver, a kidney. They're your friend. They're your best friend. They're your best close friend forever. They're your ride or die. At least Upon further inspection, that was just temporary. For most people, happiness is always temporary. You can be as happy as you want to be. You could be. But I'm asking you why you're not. Why aren't you as happy as you want to be? What's stopping you? What's preventing you from being happy? What's preventing you? So I'm looking at my cats. Being a little goofy. Being a little goofy. This is weird. But it's a scoop. I ask you why. Why anything? Why all this? Why did any of this need to happen? Huh? Openly. Speaking about this as a whole. Listen. We all have boundaries. When a friendship, a relationship starts, or one begins to conjure, maybe you talk about boundaries and you have those boundaries set. No-go zones. Okay, these aren't okay and this is okay. Doesn't matter to me. Right. At least that's how most people would like to structurize their friendship or their relationship. That's how they would like to structurize it. Kitty? Oh, Kitty. Hi. This is my best friend, y'all. This is Figgy. Say hi, Figgy. Figgy's a heckin' chonker. Come here, Figgy. Come here. He's a chonkin' boy. Go ahead. Careful. Go ahead. He's a chonky boy. But it's because of him, and another cat, and my mother that have really been keeping my head on pretty tight. He's just gonna sit in the background. But it's because of them why I'm able to keep my head on so tight. Yeah. Sitting there having a conversation with my one friend. Because, sorry, there was hair on my mouth. But we were sitting there talking about it. And they're like, yeah. Over time, things change, either for the better or for the worst. And then they were like, I have this one friend that I've been hanging out with for a while. And I was like, yeah, what's up? He's like, well, we used to be really good friends. And we still do talk. It's just the only time we do talk is at school. And I said, so that's most of my friends, actually. I have some of their snaps, but we don't really talk on Snap either. He goes, well, it's the fact of the matter that we just don't hang out anymore. We've kind of drifted apart. We don't hate each other. It's not that. It's just like, only time we talk is when they need something from me. And I said, like what? Anything? A ride? Money? And then on those more rare occasions, we get into many arguments about how you never want to come over and see me. You never want to hang out with me anymore. You don't want to be my friend. And I said, yeah, you get some of those sometimes. Remember one night when I was sitting out in my bedroom, just having an episode as usual. But then I had my mom walk in. Bless her heart. She walked in and she was just like, you alright? You need to talk about things? And I did talk. Talked about everything that I ever wanted to talk about. Not even that half of it. Just the majority of the things that are on my mind constantly. Just the majority of it. Why does that matter? It don't. It don't matter. Right? My feelings don't matter. None matters. Something that I've learned is a trait that I've a trait that I coined. You guys know it. It's every man's motto. It is what it is. But what happens when you run out of it is what it is? Made a couple of TikToks. I think I'll put my TikTok in the description of this video. But I make some pretty kooky TikToks there. It's a lot of kind of, just weird stuff. Just started dabbling in it now. Started to get more comfortable wanting to post on TikTok. And it's just like a bunch of funny stuff, I listen to posts on TikTok when I'm moody. But, so me and my friends do this all the time. We get together in a room and we just kind of have our rant sessions. We sit here, talk about life, talk about things that's been happening, friends, family, girlfriend, boyfriend, loved ones, mommy, daddy situations where they're like, oh, I hate my mom hates me, I hate my dad hates me, I hate my best friend hates me, girlfriend hates me, I hate my girlfriend. Yeah, it's just a lot, okay? My boyfriend hates me, I hate my boyfriend, I think my boyfriend hates me. Just a lot of those. And it's like a therapy group, honestly, it is. In those rare occasions where we would come together and we all just kind of like air out our feelings, ask for advice. Because, and it's not even rare anymore. It's common for us to have common issues or common problems. Well, not common, similar problems, I guess. So, one friend was talking about how I remember who. But I'm pretty sure it was about the boyfriend, I think. Was it? I don't remember. Point being, it's like, yeah. So we've been in a relationship for X and Y amount of months. Hey, Figgy. We've been in a relationship for X and Y amount of months. And something that I've learned while being in a long relationship is that, trust begins to build upon one another. Hi. His breath stink. But he said, oh, please don't. Please. Think about this. Please. No. Here. Want to go across? There you go. Oop, I bumped the mic. He's a big boy. He's not even like dense heavy. He just feels like a heavy jacket. Not even a heavy jacket. He just feels like a jacket. Maybe like a bottle of lotion. Like, ugh. I don't find myself exerting myself to lift him up. He's just a chonker. He's just a giant flesh bag. Which is alright, I guess. But, what was I talking about? Sorry, I have to check my phone. Because when I record these videos, I put my phone on silent. Because it's easier, just in case I get a notification. But turn back my internet back on. Sorry, give me a minute. Where are we at? Oh. Well, I guess it isn't 4 o'clock yet. Think? I don't know, you guys. It's 4 o'clock. To Salvio's. Me, no. Okay, that guy. That guy. I don't know. Alright. For the most part, I'm out of ideas. Zed. McAllister's Deli. Interesting. Oh. Please don't. I beg of you. No, you're just going to sit here in front of the... You're going to start shaking the computer. Because you're such a silly goose, aren't you? Just kind of start rubbing your face all over the lampshade. And just... I don't know. It's alright. I don't worry too much. Because why would I worry? Worrying is for the weak. I was told that I was told a lot better. I'm a lot better. I was like, okay. And I said, legit? I am worrying. I'm gonna be honest with you. Let me just be 100 with you right now. It's my time on this earth, just like everybody else's, is limited. I'm not worrying anymore, okay? I worried for the past 2 years. I worried so much it caused my hair to fall out. Constantly hiding behind the fact. Certain facts. And I was afraid. I didn't want those fears to become a reality. I didn't want those fears to become a reality. But the more and more those fears get dangled in my face, get waved in my face constantly, those fears slowly become Nothing but nothing. I was afraid at some point. I was afraid. I'm not afraid anymore. Alright, I'm throwing myself at it. Because I was afraid. I was willing to give anything to prevent that fate from happening. Felt like I spent nearly a decade because of this fear. Balled up and not really opening up truly and wanted to express myself. But let me tell you something. After a while, that fear, that threat, turns into a paper tiger. You know what a paper tiger is? It looks scary, but it's paper. What is it going to do? Nothing. There's hair on my keyboard. Sorry. And I sit here before you today to tell you that I've conquered my fear. Okay. At least in this instance. I've conquered it. You know? Because I don't deserve it. I don't deserve it, you know? I'm not some tortured soul that is to be forever, that's to forever be damned in the fiery pits of lava. I didn't do nothing, but it sure feels like it. Ultimately, I did nothing. So why do I have to keep getting tortured? Why does my soul have to keep getting torched? Why do I have to keep constant in this agonizing cycle? For what? I wanted one thing and one thing only for the past 5 years. It's for it to stop. It's for it to go away. For the worries to just melt away just like everything else around me. Another metaphor that I have besides the box. 2 metaphors that I recently thought of. A while ago, I thought about the box metaphor. I feel like I'm in a metaphorical box. I feel like in order for for a box of like a shoebox, in order for a shoebox to be up to its capacity, probably has to be something in it. But what happens when the box has nothing in it, or space frees up? It's like the box is shrinking, you know? And I feel that one day that box is going to shrink extra small. And I'm going to be in that box. Nobody else. No one in front of me. No one behind me. Nobody to the left, to the right, to the up and to the down. Nobody is going to be in that box but me. And I feel like I'm going to be the only one in that box. Another one that I've adopted recently is the igloo. Feels like I'm in an igloo. Sure as heck feels like everything around me is melting. They usually say this, calm before the storm, and I believe that. Oh, definitely, I believe that. Why? Can you guys hear those sirens in the background? Because I got my window open, so you probably might be able to hear them. Give it a moment. I don't know what it is. Sounds like an amber wance. Nope. That's 5-0. But anyway. I don't know. Maybe this video could have just consisted of me. Maybe this video just consisted of me complaining us about something. But it wasn't. Ultimately, it wasn't. When I post this video, it's gonna be fingers being pointed at everyone. Fingers, questions, concerns, asking, DMs, PMs, emails. Who are you talking about in that video? Who is this video directed towards? This video is directed towards everyone who harmed me. Everyone that I've had the pleasure of letting into my life, letting you in close. And you ended up stabbing me in my kidney. This video is aimed towards those people because this is not just me listing my grievances. This is a video of me listing my warning. To sit here and tell you this, that you want to sit here and you want to act like you got strings on me. You got me wrapped around your finger. You got me right where you want me. I'm right in your back pocket. I'm here to let you know you don't. You got no control over me. You got nothing. You don't have anything. And the sad part is, the people that believe they're playing me, I gave them that false sense of security. They believe they have all the power in the world. They don't. They're nothing. Nothing at all. Before I decided to actually look into it, I was such a fool. I was so gullible that I didn't see the clear and blatant signs of manipulation. It only happened because it's been a common occurrence for the past couple of years. Well, I'll tell you something. It's no more. It ends. All those times, all those moments that you've caused me, all the pain and suffering that you've caused me. It's time for people. Ooh, kitty. Jump, jump. Jump, jump. That's a good cat. Hi. See? Something I love about these cats is he knows when I'm upset. He knows when I'm sad and he comes to me. Hey. No, because he's going to go sit on the keyboard. We can't have you sit on the keyboard, buddy. Lay down right there. Lay down right there, chunky boy. There. See? See? Such a good boy. I love my cats. Like I said, my cats, besides my family, are the last few joys I have in this world. Apart from one. Get those nails clipped. Those are the sharpest cat nails I've ever seen in my life. Come here. Oh, he's just perplexed by the screen. He's watching the screen right now. See? Even though people are like, you take cats so seriously. And I was like, what? Like, you take cats so seriously. And it's like, why do you take cats so seriously? Because cats don't care if I open up. That's because they don't care at all. It's a lot better than somebody that pretends to care. At least I know these guys don't care. You know what I mean? I mean, they do care. I mean, they don't care until it's time to get fed. Or they get treats. Got a hair on your nose. It's gonna sneeze. Come here. Come here. But I wrapped this video up telling you, Mr. Unknown, Mrs. Unknown, whoever decided to cross my path, I believe you had overwhelming control over me. I'm not wrapped around your finger. I'm not right where you want me. I'm not in your back pocket. And I can tell you this. And I can tell you this for a certainty. I can tell you this for a guarantee. You got no strings on me. None. You got no strings on me. Be good people.